Hi, I'm Dave Parsh.
I'm Kagwey Parrish.
I'm Laura Wortman.
I'm Terry Speer.
And this is Riverdog Rewind. And this is the Peanut Gallery. So Terry, tell us about the Honey Dewdrops. I know they've been here several times.
Yeah, this is their fourth time here. They started off down in our gallery several years ago, and then they moved to Meadow during COVID. And then they were here a couple of years ago in the barn, and now they're here again. We love them. They're just an amazing duo, and we are so grateful every time they come this way. We were trying to remember way back when how we initially got together, and Laura said it was what's the date? I mean the app.
Oh,
Cute?
it
Cute?
was Craigslist.
Craigslist, yeah.
We decided to
It wasn't
do a meet
no, it
cute.
was Me Cute.
Oh,
yeah.
It was Me Cute,
Between Riverdog and
which
Honey
I was
Dewdrop.
on in those years when I was cute. And so they said, Riverdog's the place, the guy that runs it's cute. So,
That's exactly what
so
we
they
said.
came.
Yeah.
If you believe that, I've got something to sell you. No, we honestly can't remember. They just showed up here one day, and hey, you want to sing some songs? And they're great, so we keep having them back. Anyway,
So
does that sound about right?
yeah, I think that sounds about right. And we're going to interview you in a little bit, but right now we're going to go to the show.
You're all going a different way.
So we went in, and I'm not Catholic, and I've always kind of wondered about the holy water thing that they do in the Catholic Church. So anyway, I walked over to the priest was standing by the holy water, so I went up and I said, how exactly do you make holy water? And the guy looks at me and he says, we boil the hell out of it.
Terry Speer, the elusive special effects microphone used for that. Oh, it's so nice to be here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thank you. Great to be here. How many of you have seen us play before? Okay. And then how many have not? Okay, welcome. Nice to see all your beautiful faces. Well, we're the Honey Dewdrops. This is Kagwey. I'm Laura. We're from Baltimore, Maryland. And we're going to start off with a song called More Than You Should Say. And the words keep coming out of you like you ain't seen no one day. And there you are serving at the closure of a story you can't keep quiet. Who's telling must be reckoned with, like the look in the memories are getting on, getting lucky and getting lost. flight. There you were paying your tab when a man dropped dead on your rocker, and he took him for a regular, another secular waiting to fly. Getting on, getting off, getting lucky and getting low, falling through the fingers of dawn and dust, king of everything on you kiss me? She said, boy, I sure am sorry, but right now you ain't the truck for me. She wanted me to be her family. We met laughing down the back roads, singing with the radio, just happy as could be. When she wanted me, yeah, when she wanted me, it's just a day she wanted me.
Hey Terry, can we get a little more of my guitar and Kagwey's wedge? Thank you so much. Well, hi again. So we put out a record last August called Here in the Mountains, and that last song, it's called She Wanted Me, is on there. And it was a collaboration that we did with a friend of ours who wanted to tell his origin story through song. So his origin story is that he was adopted as a child, and he loved his adopted parents, and he went through a 30-year-long search to try to find his birth mom. And it's a long story. We did interviews with him, and anyway, as we were working on this collaboration, he was like, I really want a way to express my gratitude for the life that I was given. So he did find his birth mom eventually, but she didn't want to meet him. But still, through that journey, he's been so grateful, which has just been such an honor to work with him and carry his story for that reason. But he had a couple of parameters. I mean, he was very gracious about, like, I really want you guys to take this project and just make it your own. I love your music. He was very open. But he also, being a fan of our music, knew that we have an affinity for sad music. And he was like, my story is not a sad story. I want this to be like as upbeat and maybe not as topical as you can make it, just like inspired by this story. So we were like, well, honky tonk music does a good job of being upbeat and like talking about sad topics. So that last song, She Wanted Me, you wouldn't think it was a story about someone being adopted, but that's what it is, and we turned it into a country song about a truck and buyer's remorse, essentially.
Kind of works, right? Buyer's remorse, drive around for a day, take it back.
So, anyway, we're going to play a couple songs from there tonight. This next one is the title track of the record. It's called Here in the Mountains. And it's a song that I wrote several years ago after spending a lot of time in the woods, backpacking a lot on the Appalachian Trail, and just feeling like the mountains were a place where I could really settle in, feel grounded, be myself. And it turns out our friend who lives in the mountains outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, really tuned in with this song. He was like, yes, this is a thread in my story as well. So this was included in the record.
Here dancing cold, and the sky ships blue are gray to gold. Here in the mountains is where I let go. Walk 100 miles, breathe out and breathe in. Walk 100 miles, breathe out and breathe in. Each thought tethered and woven, then unraveled by the wind. I carry the countless stories of my kin. Walk 100 miles, breathe out and breathe in. Here in the mountains is where I let go. Here in the mountains is where I let go. This is another song that we put on the new album, but actually it's an old one of ours called Silver Lining. And it's meant to be a love song.
banjo and the guitar for you this evening. This is Laura Wortman. How about a nice hand for her? Man, the banjo gets such a bad rap, but in the hands of the right person, it's like can be a gorgeous instrument. And I'm partial, but I love the way Laura plays the banjo. There's a couple songs that we have that are pretty tender, pretty slow, and really the songs were developed to be like duets, like just a guitar and a banjo. And she's got a couple parts on one of the songs we'll play soon. It's just beautiful. I'm guilty of telling some bad banjo jokes, but they don't stand up. They're not true for everybody. Banjo can be really lovely. Including on this next one, which is a little bit of a different song. This is a song written by a woman named Oberlin Reed. Anybody ever heard of Oberlin? Yeah. If you go to any bluegrass festival anywhere, you're likely to hear multiple bands play Oberlin Reed songs. I guess she was writing and playing music from like the 30s through the early 2000s. I think she was born in North Carolina, but spent most of her life just north of Baltimore in Rising Sun area. And she wrote a bunch of really cool songs and tunes, and we've been having fun with this one recently. It's called Wild, Wild Flowers. So like, wild, it's better probably not to try to understand that title. They're very wild flowers. But it's kind of a cool tune. Oberlin is like a total badass on the banjo. Really big voice. A pioneering like female voice and string band music through the 20th century. So she's worth checking out if you dig this kind of thing. So yeah, let's try this one out.
still grows at the break of dawn. You can look out your window and how we gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. And there ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. Oh, the light I never know. And there ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. 'Cause I'm on the dark side of the road. Still wish there was something you might do or say to try to make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright.
Did you guys see the Dylan movie? Yeah. Okay. It's been interesting to talk with my friends about the Dylan movie. A lot of us have very strong opinions about Dylan. A lot of us love him in a certain way that we don't want that stuff messed with too much. But man, I really love that movie. I've only seen it once. I'd like to check it out again, but I was really pleasantly surprised. I came in with like a bit of a vendetta for Chalamet. It's like, come on, dude, you're gonna take on Dylan? You can't do that. Come on. And then he did. In my opinion, I thought he did a nice job with like being able to like play and sing those songs in a pretty Dylan-esque way. Not trying for any kind of perfection. I love how they just recorded that music live in the moment for that movie, which is, I thought it sounded really cool and kind of got the point across with those early songs especially. So if you haven't seen it, it's worth checking out, whether you love it or not. It's kind of cool. Definitely got me turned on to Dylan again. I've spent a lot of time with Dylan over the years, but I don't know, the last 5 years or so, I just have not been hungry. And yeah, that movie helped kind of put me back in that place. So that one is Don't Think Twice. it's funny going around playing that song. A lot of times people are just like, well, they hear the first line and they're like, oh yes, this is my favorite song ever. And it's like, well, my favorite song too, man. Yeah, okay, so here, now it's time for beautiful banjo moments to happen. This is, if we have a hit, and I'm not sure that we really do have a hit, we have a song that has gotten a bunch of, like, it's got about 4 million plays on Spotify, which, that's pretty good for us. Thanks, I wasn't fishing for that. I mean, 4 million plays, we're pretty rich now, so it's all good. But yeah, it's kind of like, all right, cool, people are digging this song. It's a song that I don't know, we spent maybe 20 minutes writing this song. It's just a tune, it has no lyrics or anything. But it has like this kind of cyclical chord structure, and then Laura just comes in with the banjo, just adds some, just like a little bit of powdered sugar on top of the thing. I think it's really cool. It was written with a neighborhood of Baltimore in mind, a neighborhood called Remington, which is a couple neighborhoods over from where we live now. And you know, Baltimore doesn't get a lot of love, man. But there's a lot of beautiful things that happen in Baltimore. There's a lot of beautiful people in Baltimore. There's wonderful music. That's why we're there. Great like singer-songwriter and roots music scene in Baltimore. Come on over, and not just for the Orioles or football. Come to see some music and check out some art. There's a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, hopefully this one will take you to a nice peaceful place. This one's called Remington.
Would you all please give a hand to Kagwey Parrish, who's been playing the hell out of the crowd tonight. I like this mutual admiration society we have going for each other this evening. I was talking last night in Peninsula about how I think it often goes unsaid that Kagwey is largely responsible for writing our songs and our material. I come in, I have a couple that I've penned that I started, but mainly really Kagwey is the lyricist and kind of arranger of the songs, and we come together and collaborate, and I think I kind of help a little more with like the vocals and the harmonies, but I'm such a big fan of Kagwey's songwriting, and he makes me want to be a better songwriter and to keep writing, so just a heads up on that, just like singing his praises this evening. Sorry, I'm not trying to like one up you on the previous thing you said about my banjo playing. I really appreciate it. We're gonna get back to the new album. Here is another sort of country-esque song called "You Know It Ain't Friendly."
See your lights on out here on the street. I can hear your music swinging up on the beat. Are you having a party with your friends and family? Are you drinking and smoking and you forgot about me? I'm knocking on your door, but you won't let me in. Don't you know it ain't friendly the way you pretend? You don't know me, like I don't exist. Now they're knocking on your door, baby, they wanna let me in. Your chilly cold shoulder, you won't melt on a July day. The way you freeze me out, you could have been an ice age on a long tall pine tree. All your ice and snow, babe, you can't weigh me down. I'm knocking on your door, but you won't let me in. Don't you know it ain't friendly the way you pretend? Like you don't know me, like I don't exist. I'm knocking on your door, babe, come on and let me in. On your door, but you won't let me in. Don't you know it ain't friendly the way you pretend? Like you don't know me, like I don't exist. I'm knocking on your door, baby, come on and let me in. I'm knocking on your door, baby, come on and let me in.
to you. We're lonely, lonely, lonely. Lay down your thoughts and close your eyes. Lay down your thoughts and close your eyes. If you feel the night, then feel the night. Lightless, lightless, lightly. All their songs are beautiful. Only songs are the most beautiful thing. Only a song I can sing is the loneliest, the loneliest, the loneliest. So we're going to play one more song and take a break. We've got some of the new record with us in CD form. And we have some t-shirts, but we only have one size left, so we're discounting them. Everything must go, fire sale. Yeah, we're going to play a Hank Williams song that we recorded. around me.
All right, so welcome back. That was a great set. So tell us a little bit how you guys got together.
Yeah, was it the Tinder? Was that the way that we met? It was a Tinder date that turned into something more.
You know, that's amazing. You never really think about the Tinder dates.
Are we being serious or are we?
No.
No. Okay.
A little bit
Like we're
serious.
getting
There-
a little bit serious.
Just a little bit.
Sorry, I thought it was just fun.
Well, we actually we met.
Met in college.
Kagwey was playing in a band at a party, and
So were you.
and so was I.
At the same party.
Yeah.
It was the same party. Where I'm going with this is that he had been playing in the Rocky Horror Picture Show orchestra that evening, and so this party that I was singing at, and he was playing guitar. He was wearing like fishnet tights and had like sparkles on his face, and I was just immediately like, "Who is this?" And I hope we play and sing more together.
Yeah.
I guess that's like
That sounds
almost
like a Tinder
Tinder.
date, actually.
Like I said, you know.
But this is the old school way of meeting. This was
Yeah.
before Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got together to like play some. We knew that we had a mutual interest in folk and like under the umbrella of folk music, country, bluegrass.
Which means we didn't have any other friends, so we finally found each other, and then we were like, "Fuck, we got a friend now. This is great."
Wow.
Oh, can we say that? Can
Can we say friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say that?
Oh, you can bleep it.
Yeah. Be a lot of bleeps.
Oh,
And yeah, so we did get together and play some folk music, and it led us up to tonight.
Yeah.
fast
Yeah.
forward 22 years.
So how many shows do you think you played together?
Well over 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably more like
probably
2,000.
more like 2,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the show.
Right? We're supposed to do it every day.
Hello, hello. We were just noting that it's 9 o'clock and it's still light out. Yay, summer. there was a person in the audience who showed up wearing a Moon Pies t-shirt. And it's funny because we have a song called Moon Pies. I'm assuming that's why he wore it. I mean, maybe he really likes moon pies, which, if you've heard our stance on moon pies, maybe you know we're not big fans. But I'm saying all this because we are going to play this song that is called Moon Pies, but it's not even really about the dessert in question. It's really about kid memories and Kagwey growing up, spending a lot of time with his grandparents who gave him an affinity for dessert and learning your first cuss words and getting introduced to Roy Clark, who played the banjo on Hee Haw, correct? Yeah, that's what this song is about.
Those three things. Yeah, this is my dad's folks. And they passed away, I think, like 2017 and then 2018. It's funny how some couples, it's so quick, they don't go together, but they almost do. Yeah, when my grandmother passed away, it wasn't a surprise or anything. She was almost 90. I had spent a lot of time with her and with my grandfather too when I was younger. And when she died, the first thing I did when I got the call was like grab the guitar off the wall and promptly sit down and begin writing this song. She was always really nice to me, but she had kind of a reputation of being a bit of a jerk to other people. I was glad that she was always very nice to me, but once you get a little bit older, you start kind of examining the dynamics between the relationships of like the people that you know, and she was always just pissed at my grandfather. And I was always looking around like, what did he do? I don't think he really did much. This song, I kind of got to thinking about that a little bit too. Anyway, this one's called Moon Pies. Saturday night, and we tune in, turn up the volume to watch Roy's fingers fly. Roy's fingers fly. You'd pop the popcorn, pour a couple cokes, and we'd listen to and we laugh at his jokes, sitting by you on a Saturday night. Captain D's, moon pies and ice cream, eating in the car at the park. We watch the planes land, race our bikes while the Saturday sky turned to dark. Down at Dory Park, he'd smoke in the car the whole way home, and you'd cuss and you'd tell him exactly where he could go right down the hill. Talking too rough on a Saturday night. Well, I was a kid when you had time, and some old joke about waiting around to die, and you would laugh. $10 I'd do anything you asked. And it was a summery day coming on, hot and clear, ended with a storm ringing in my ears. We'd ask for mud pies, he'd go have a smoke, and it rained so hard the current would flicker and finally go. I remember you on a Saturday night, sitting by you eating moon pies on a Saturday night. I remember you on a Saturday night. We're gonna play another instrumental tune for you. This one is, I think it was written down, it was written in 2012. It was written about a little town outside of Blacksburg, Virginia, that's near and dear to us. Some friends of ours have they have like a mountain house out there. There's some beautiful mountains outside of Blacksburg. We love to get out there whenever we can. But we made a record out there in 2012. And this is a tune that Laura wrote, just kind of based on the idyllic setting out there. Another kind of a cool banjo tune here. This one distinctly different from that other one we just played. But I have to pause for a second, thinking about idyllic settings. Isn't this the most beautiful place? It is such a pleasure to get to come and hang out. Man, Deb and Terry, thank you guys so much for having us all. Every time we drive out this way, we're just caught by the beauty of Ohio, this particular part of Ohio, and in the hands of some artists who are like curating. I don't know. This whole place is like a piece of art for us to like be inside of and enjoy. So, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
We just recently got accepted into a residency in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. So in October, we're going to go live in the park for 3 weeks. And the plan is to work on an instrumental album. I was wondering when you were going to come up, Daisy. Hi. So we're very excited. We've been writing these instrumental songs for years, and the 3 that I can think of off the top of my head are all based on landscapes that we've traveled to, actually 4 that I can think of now. So this experience feels just like right on time for us, as we've been talking about making an instrumental record for years now, and have compiled some stuff. So anyway, I don't know if you're in Virginia in October, but we're also going to play a show in the park too. So if you happen to be in Shenandoah, keep an eye on our website. But I just wanted to bring that up because I think often about visiting here too, and how inspiring it is to get to spend some time here. Certainly the generosity of Deb and Terry all kind of folds into it. So we'll be carrying that with us as we go into the park, thinking about other beautiful spots too. But back to Catawba, Virginia. That's where this song is going to take you.
We're going to carry on with the song that we wrote during the first Trump administration. There was a, I guess, you know, I like to write songs, so I just, every day, I pick up a guitar and something pops out. Sometimes it's a song, sometimes it's something else, but back in those days, yeah, I was like, WTF, man, what is happening here? Like a lot of us were, and trying to find some sense of relief and, you know, trying to feel normal. And so I started looking around our neighborhood just to see, hey, what else is going on out here? And there used to be, back in those days, there used to be a bar a couple blocks from our house called Dimitri's Tavern. And it was the kind of place that, well, I never quite worked up the courage to go into. Let's just say they didn't serve like my favorite hazy IPA on tap. Yeah, it was a little rough in there, but they had a happy hour that would start at 5 in the morning. And I think it was, you know, it was for like people who were working the third shift. You know, they'd get off, and you know, they deserve a decent deal on a alcoholic beverage, right? I mean, why shouldn't they? But yeah, it would go from like 5 to about 9, something like that. And I looked at that and was like, I don't know that I'll actually go in there, but it's nice to know that it's there. And then I just started kind of looking around at other things that were available in the neighborhood. And it seemed like, wow, there's a lot. There's yoga, there's music, there's plenty of bars, even at 5 in the morning. And so here we are again. And we had stopped playing this song for a while because, I don't know, I guess the feeling kind of expired for a little while. And now it seems fresh again. So this one is called Welcome to the Club. Well, there's a half-off deal at Dimitri's Tavern. It's so early in the morning, up on Falls Road in Oberlin. Now you look at the news and you get the blues, and your mood falls off a cliff. You get a crick in your neck, an ache in your back, and your whole body feels stiff, and you gotta get your ass into a yoga class. You gotta breathe in deep until the pain is past. You gotta do some down dogs. You gotta get down like a dog. If sometimes you don't have a clue, and you're out in the water, and your feet don't touch, and the wind's so cold, and you're all alone, and you can't see back to where you come from, well then, welcome to the club. 'Cause you're now a mom, every member of the human race who ever was, and it's a pretty good club to be a member of. The doors open anytime you need a hug.
All right, well, we just learned this next song. It's one that I think we've both known for a long time, but similar to how Kagwey was sharing about Bob Dylan, I feel this way about the Beatles. I have a very distinct memory of listening to Rubber Soul on vinyl. My parents, for the first time sharing the Beatles with me. And In My Life is, I think, maybe one of the most beautiful, incredible songs available to everybody. And so we're going to play that for you now. I don't know, when you really listen to the words of this song, like what a gorgeous expression of love for people. And I just don't know if there's anyone who's ever said it better than John in this song. So here's In My Life. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. My life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Oh, I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Where we at?
Capo, C-sharp.
Yes, we are.
shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you all so much. We're going to play one more song. Give a big hand to Terry for running our song. Thank you so much, Terry. Just so much gratitude and love. Thank you so much to Deb and Terry both for hosting this amazing evening. You know, it's hard times, and like just seeing all of you here supporting live music. I mean, Terry and I were talking about this earlier, like why aren't there 1,000 people here? This is so unique and amazing, and bringing community together is what's going to get us through these crazy times. I mean, there were so many people that were out today in community rallying, right? So we need more of this. So yeah, tell all your friends, because there's a lot of music coming up this summer, so keep supporting this venue. And yeah, we're just so grateful that we get to do this and get to play for you tonight. Thank you for coming out. We're going to end things with a Pops Staples song, Mavis Staples' dad, and this is called Friendship. I'll see what I can do. I'm aware last a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got a friendship that kind of lasts a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. On the street, I'll take you in. If you're hungry, I'll give you food. If it's money you need, I got some saved. If you're sick, I'll visit you. I've been where you're right now. You saw me through it all. I'll lean on you, you can lean on me. I'm never gonna let you fall. 'Cause we got friendship that kinda lasts a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship that kinda lasts a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah. Talk to me, oh pal of mine, if you feel you can't go on. Don't you sweat, it ain't over. This bond we share is strong. Your welfare is my concern. You weigh less than you think. I'll carry you through the sinking sand. See if I let you sing. 'Cause we got friendship that kinda lasts a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship that kinda lasts a lifetime. Through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine. Yes, through all the hardships, you know you're a friend of mine.
You're just playing and so walk off stage and okay, John Prine it is.
I start that way too fast. head like alcohol. And I sat on the porch without my shoes and a watch. Cars rolled by as the headlights flickered to the corner of the kitchen wall. Mama dear, your boy is here, far across the sea, waiting for that sacred chord that burns inside of me. And I feel a storm on wedding warm now, 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. So hot inside, you could die in the living room. Take the fan from the window, prop the door back with a broom. Now the crew clock has died of shock, and the windows feel no pain. As a still as a throttle on a funeral train. Mama dear, your boy's here, far across the sea, waiting for that sacred chord that burns inside of me. And I feel the storm on my wedding warm now, 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home.
All right, so welcome back. Wasn't that a great show, everybody? So there was a question that came up. How did you come up with your name?
So we used to live in a little town in Virginia called Scottsville, which is next door to another town called Schuyler, which is where the TV show The Waltons was set. So when the Waltons would...
John Boy and everything.
John Boy. So when John Boy would go down the mountain and go into town, he would go into Scottsville. And in Scottsville, when we moved there, there was this little bar, restaurant, music venue that had been there for many years. And it's called the Dewdrop Inn. So we saw the Dewdrop Inn and we're like, oh, that's kind of nice. and then we kind of messed with it a little bit.
We were in need of a band name because we were going by our names, which didn't like roll off the tongue.
Sure.
You know, like Ian and Sylvia, and Gillian Welch and David Rawlings, Laura Wortman and Kagwey Parrish. It just
It's a lot.
A lot of hyphenated
Yeah.
things.
It's not good.
So anyway, so with all that said, so you have a website that you,
Yeah, it's thehoneydewdrops.com.
so you can go on there and see where your next shows
That's
are and
true.
stuff like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
So Terry, we have a website as well.
Yes, and I can't never remember what it is, but just Google Music at Riverdog and it'll pop up there. And be sure to go to their YouTube channel and our YouTube channel and subscribe, because if after a certain point, we might start making some big bucks of YouTube ads, maybe in 25, 30 years. Maybe?
Yeah, right, yeah.
And,
You can retire.
So, and
Finally.
yeah. And Katie has promised the next time they come, he'll be wearing fishnet stockings and sparkles.
Oh,
And high heels, I think.
Yeah, high heels.
so hot,
Yep.
so hot.
Yeah, we're gonna do a 30th anniversary of that Rocky Horror show. that
Yeah,
was-
because we're approaching that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, thank you for watching Riverdog Rewind. Woo! Yeah.
We did it. Yeah. I've forgotten a lot, yes.
What's that word?
What were we talking about? I forget. But it's a lot of words for me to say.
Well, Laura's the honey, and I'm the dude, and that's...
No, no.
But who's the drops? I'm a little worried about your whiskers on this thing here. Bring it a little bit lower. I would say just broadcast this.
Yeah,
Back up.
let's get a razor real quick.
No way.
This doesn't need to chop a little bit off.
This is almost as entertaining.
I'm feeling great about this so far.
It's gonna
This
be
is going
awesome.
well.
Yeah,
This is going well.
They're gonna get
I like
that
it.
we're drinking a lot before we go in there.
Hopefully it won't-
Murphy's
it won't
Law,
haunt you
yeah,
the rest of
baby,
your
we
life.
got it. All right, we're good. Thank you.